I saw this Giants Priest on Twitter posted by Media, and I figured I'd give it a shot. It seemed kind of interesting. I like the idea of having Giants and Priest. Just because it's a class that typically has not run Giants in the past, right? Even when there was like Res Priest and stuff like that, they still weren't reviving Giants, so it's a little bit different take on it. And discounted 8/8? Can't get enough of those. So it uses Devouring Plague to be able to cheat out the Flesh Giants very easily. Maybe not very easily, but hopefully easily enough.
Let the games begin.
The light shall bring victory.
One sec. Let me open Deck Tracker. I'd probably keep studies just to get any sort of big minion out of it. What's up, JK? How's it going, man? Happy Tuesday to you, too. Is Tuesdays the thing people celebrate now? I don't hate it. Yeah, no mustache anymore. Feels bad, man. What's up, Civics? Magic Study? Dib Game? How's it going, guys? JK just subscribed for 4 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. I'm going to be able to discount this dragon a lot. Let's try and take this skeletal dragon, see if I can get it out super early, and then be able to generate additional dragons off of it. It might even be able to get it out so early he can't deal with it, because Mage can struggle against big single targets now without Polymorph. Obviously don't want to just play Sethic and have it die. If I'm playing this one first, I don't want to take like Brightwing or something that I could be playing now. Probably just want to take this big one. This way I can keep my Raised Dead pool pretty clean as well. Oops, I'm afraid. Thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. The Ruindorm me in the face? It's good that he doesn't have a minion to develop. So I'm just trying to chill and then coin out Skeletal Dragon. So I don't need to really commit anything. I could commit the Sethink as sort of like bait, but... too fancy, right? If I can coin this, have it stick, and then Psych Split it, that could just win me the game on the spot. Maybe I do want to play the Sethic just to give him something to kill. Now I have follow-up to it, right? Okay. So this is my bait. We're baiting the hook. We're throwing it out there. Bucky Balboa 92. Thanks for 3 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Glad to have you here, man. What's up, El Mini? How's it going, dude? What deck am I playing today? Papa John, I am playing the Flesh Giant Priest deck. There's a player named Meaty that hit rank 1 legend with it and tweeted out the list, so I was trying it. I've never played Giants and Priests before. It better not be a mirror entity. It better not be a mirror entity. Oh god, it's a mirror entity for sure. It's not a mirror entity, it's a rigged fair game. Okay, not too bad for me.
My hand is full.
I like Rush Warrior? Played a little bit. It's not my favorite deck. Alright. Feels like so all in all the time that there's not a lot of recovery mechanisms. You kind of going balls to the wall the whole time, and then if you stumble on your curve, game's over. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but it feels too one-dimensional for me. I like decks that are kind of all over the place. They can start behind and still have a shot of winning. Like Rogue and Priest and all that kind of crap. McNeed, thanks for 7 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. And Barry TMT, thanks for the Prime Gaming. I love it when a plan just works, dude. Alternatively, let's not play too quickly. Nope, not nearly as good. Okay. Alternatively, we could have killed his whole board, but it's like, who needs to kill his board when we have two ginormous 5/10s just railing him? No, I like smart decks too sometimes. Depending on the meta, right? Sometimes an aggro deck is really fun to play. I'm sure Rush Warrior has its own little intricacies and stuff like that that set it apart, that make it fun. I just haven't dove into it too much. The second Arcane Missiles. Oh, these minions are huge! Yeah, that's a high roll. That's a high roll for sure. They're massive, dude. What's up, STG? How's it going, man? This only does 4. I hate to make this trade, but I think I might have to. My graveyard is so scuffed, too, for these raised heads. It's not even funny.
I wonder.
Nothing looks like anything I want to do. Oh, just doing this feels bad. I float so much mana. That's why I hate this.
Not too quickly.
Oh my god. I didn't get the 1-drop either. There was this minion, and a 1-drop in there. I don't think I'm going to need the Blade Master Oppo combo, so I'll just slam this, I think. I think that's better than milling a card. This might come in handy. This might be really nifty. We could discard the right thing.
I didn't ditch class to get second place.
Piece of Pete's. This is going to be a grindy value game. I need something more flexible, though, to fill my mana curves. I don't have a 7-drop. Or a 3 plus a 4, you know? Just nothing lines up. The third one? Are you kidding me? Yo. And we low rolled it. I did get what I wanted, though. Something to fill out this curve here.
Another one.
So that part's good. When we get these giants are going to be super cheap. So yeah, these giants cost 0, I think. Whenever I find the giants will be free, so that's good. Your editor made a great mustache for you in the last video. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty clever. I like that video. Kind of funny. Come on, 0 mana 8/8 off the top. Alright, we'll let a mirror entity that. I could try and get more creative and let him like mirror entity Blade Master or something, but then my turn is so weak. I could mirror entity Karen. I'd rather have him an 8/8 than Karen. Yeah, I think it's just go. Hopefully Runaway Black Wing can do some work here. Then turn 10 we have Ysera Dream. I have to beat this counter spell though.
Perhaps.
You get his minion from the death rattle? You get his card from the death rattle? I don't think so. I don't think so, but I'm not 100%. I kind of wanted to jam it for science, but chose this instead. I'm just trying to fatigue him. I'm just trying to make sure he uses a lot of his burn on my minions, and then at the end of the day, he doesn't have enough burn to go face. That would be ideal. And then we just win by outvaluing him. But it's a little trickier. So this beats Mirror Entity really well. Because he just gets a copy of it, and then I deal 9 to it.
I have no master.
So that's just free. Beautiful. Glad to hear it, Tech Void. I appreciate the kind words, man.
Who's ready for a little showdown?
What is this? He's ramping up spell damage over there. He's cooking up some spicy plans. We have a sep for this? I use this to beat counterspell.
It says explode!
In case my board gets completely obliterated by this giga spell damage turn. Hopefully at the end result though is he doesn't have a lot of stuff left to kill me with.
My hand is full.
Flame Strike's a high value card we love to see gone. 0 mana, or -2 mana, draw 2 is also good to see gone. Bane72, thanks for 21 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support, glad to have you back. Combustion for 8, holy smokes. Is it tonk? This is a tonk. Get tonked.
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Okay. Should be GG. Even if he gets a taunt, I can lift it up. Cruising. The Giants kind of enabled that win. Without a 0 mana 8/8, that Mirror Entity would have slaughtered me. The Giant makes the difference. You love to see it. I'll show you how I sit in the chair. I like to sit crisscross applesauce.
Light smiles upon the just.
You know, 1 foot under each knee. Is that weird? What am I trying to do in the priest mirror? This is gonna be a long one. Theoretically, we win because we have more value because of the giants. It's just the theory. He might also have the giants. He kept 2 cards? He's got Lucia in his hand? We want a Lucia when he plays Ysera the Dreamer. So that we can dream his Ysera into our hand. Kind of cool, right? Because you switch hands, you get their dream, and then you dream their Ysera into your hand. And then hopefully play their Alusha back so that you get to keep the Ysera. And then you +1 Ysera and you win, right? Makes sense? Do I have a time that I typically stream? Not typically, but around this time, I guess. I don't know. It changes a lot. I'm not a very consistent guy. I'm all over the place, man. I want to play this one and then get a discount on a future dragon so that I can keep my curve nice and smooth. Instead of doing the Draconic Studies now and then playing the dragon. Play next turn I can like Draconic Studies, Devouring Plague, you know, whatnot. He's playing Thrive in Shadows, so that probably means no dragons, right? You playing Miracle Priest then? Is that what that means? I'm not super familiar with the priest archetypes floating about. I think it means like more rally Miracle Priest kind of thing. But I think we'd be looking to see just shutting down Bloodweaver boards and stuff like that. Malegoose. I think we are trying to kill him at some point, right? Tempoing out a Malegoose. Ah, take the Alex. I don't want to draw cards that badly. This effectively does the same thing as playing the Devouring Plague. Kinda. It's a little worse tempo because we would have a 4-1 versus nothing, but I'm okay with the board trading evenly and then holding on a card. I want him, honestly, to win this battle here, deal damage to me, and then heal back with Devouring Plague to lower the cost of my Giants. So this is what we want. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. So now I get to discount my Giant by 4. Giants. I get to shred his guy. Heal for exactly 4, discounting my Giant for 4, because they're all healing of 1 procs. JVR SJR, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
You've got me fired up.
You don't pick the ones, eh?
Alright, so this is for when he plays Ysera. We're gonna hold on to this until he plays Ysera. It's a long wait, but it'll be worth it at the end. But this turn, we're gonna take a very powerful stance.
The light shall burn.
There we go. We spent our mana very efficiently.
Now we're cooking.
This gets up to 3 when I oppo it, and then I can run it in here and shred all of this.
My blade seeks I hear and obey.
There was 2 more procs of healing, so my Giants should only cost 2 now. So we have 2 2-mana 8/8s in our deck, which is kind of slick. Let's see what we get. That is unfortunate for me. I need some sort of silence effect. Like, I can kill it, but it comes back again. Probably just gonna leave it stealth, but it gives me another chance to try and find something that can clear it. Any sort of AoE effect plus the Devouring Plague could be pretty good. I have 2 palm readings to really super juice these spells.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
The Kazakis for a 5, coin the 5. If he doesn't play the Golem, we could try and mind render it. It's not the worst, it's not the best. We have Alex in our hand too that he could take. Ah, he's playing it. Dang. This is a really early Asera. It gives me Awakens, which I could use to clear it next turn, but also super slow. Shadowwood Ruin clears. Very nice. And 10 just to pressure my opponent sounds decent. The rest of these are like way too low impact, right? Currently it doesn't heal me to kill that, so I'll hold on to this. I don't think we need to remove every minion he plays. Playing Ysera with Mind Render in your hand is really scary, because he might be able to do the combo I was talking about. Blade Master's in there. I could Blade Master Power Word at some point. Is Blade Master Sethic? Oh, and Circus. We don't want you, though.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Job done.
Is this a decked actor? No, this isn't a decked actor. This is just Giant's Priest.
I must consider.
Giant's Priest is meta now, dude. Made it to legend before most streamers. Congrats, man. A lot of streamers like diversify between battlegrounds and regular and all that sort of stuff. But still pretty cool. Let's just get a 10-10 Ogremancer to hold it down.
my goal.
Make it so the 3-4 can't trade into this cleanly. I think we just send it back. Only got 9 showing. Patience. Nightmare's only +4/+4. Smite lines up really nicely against that minion. As well as our Blade Master power.
Not too quickly.
That'll take some wind out of your sails. So I have to do it now, right?
My blade seeks vengeance. I hear and obey. Blade
The trigger has been pulled. Although the clear is pretty clean, the options are running a little dry. Oh god. Let's see who wins. I think odds are in our favor.
Quickly.
I must.
I guess I take Divine Shield because I can't spend my mana with Wave very well. I get like a heal off with Wave. So it's either do I want to heal one of these minions for 2 health or do I want a 1/1 Divine Shield? And I prefer a 1/1 Divine Shield. And then we'll slam this down since we're ahead on board. Whenever you're ahead on board, then you can stabilize an ogre. It's usually pretty good. We're heading towards the part where we just kind of mind render him so that he has my hand to try and be defensive with no defensive options left in it. Does he have any Draconic Studies played? He's played 3 this game, but he played a Proto-Drake? Because if he has enough dragon discounts, we could give him the Ysera that he could actually use, which would be bad. But yeah, if he dreams 10 power from me and we still have lethal, then we can like smite something, switch hands, and lethal him. Thanks for the 10 spin bits, Amado33. I appreciate that, man. Solmir? What is this? Okay. Nine damage. Ooh, Holy Nova's big. Initiate's big. That will give me an 8/8 off the initiate. Holy Nova lines up so many clears, though. Oh, they're all good. Raise Dead's not bad either.
I must consider.
Bash you good.
We're close to the Mind Render shove.
I must consider.
Hysteria is kind of terrifying here.
Not too quickly.
I think I have a trace.
Time may pass.
I have to use the Dream so that he can't drain my Ysera after swapping hands. And it's a decent enough Dream. The fatigue clock's a little skewed. He's actually at 10. He's got 2 soul frags in there.
I wonder.
Ysera's Awakens doesn't go face anymore. Feels bad.
Not too quickly.
I must consider.
The path is clear for the worthy.
Every nightmare must end.
It's all characters, right? Yeah. Just double checking. Hysteria is pretty nasty here. But not that nasty. Darn it, lost a 50-50. I can't do the swap hands thing with the awakens in my hand. It's gonna be kind of annoying.
Every nightmare must end.
I wonder.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not too quickly.
That one first. Game. He's got to know I have a mind render. I don't know. I'm trying to dumb my hand to be able to do a mind render thing. At this point, I think it's one of my best ways to success. Yeah, I need to do it soon before he mind renders my mind render. Because I need to mind render his mind render. Do you think he's got mind render? He doesn't have any like discounted cards anyway. Let's try it.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
He did not have mind render.
Not too quickly.
He's nightmaring it. Tomtek's palm reading. Oh, that's not good for me. Finds a buff to do an awakened smite. We're in trouble. Rip. Well, now I died to Apple because of this.
You have better.
Bad. The 7/5 stealth that revives as another stealth was too much value. He had 3 of them. That's what got me. I just couldn't keep up with 7/5 stealth. Priest Mirror decided by rogue card.
Anduin versus Jaina.
All I ever wanted was to study.
The light shall bring victory.
Ooh, we get a heal. Look at that, we're discounting giants, guys. Cheap, cheap giants. Big annoying minion for sure. Not messing around with small minions. High impact stuff for our raised deads. Well, that generates a spell, so that's high impact enough. You need to silence anything against mage? Not really, right? All of these cards seem pretty trash against mage. Not gonna lie.
I wonder.
He wants to play 5 mana, deal damage, kill a guy. So let's give our guy Oppo so he doesn't die. So they can't just play that on curve and kill a guy. Oh, this game's not gonna be easy. Oh, it just says devolving and affects us. What was that turn? What? This is like the best possible turn he could have had like 6 times over. It wasn't even in like the realm of things I was considering for a good turn. I quit.
You
I
have
quit.
better.
That's some bullshit. There's no way, dude. That's just not fair. That was illegal, what just happened. That was... My goodness. Front UK, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man.
Anduin versus Medivh.
Did I ever hang out or talk with old Archon team members?
The
Not
light
really
shall
anymore.
bring victory.
They live pretty far away from me now for the most part. I used to hang out with some of the players a little bit, but not really anymore. And the management at Archon was, we left on bad terms, so we didn't continue hanging out afterwards. The Archon thing was horrible. Actually, when I was leaving, you know, they made the management made a video about how horrible I was and tried to say I mistreated animals and stuff. It wasn't great. Not a very good professional experience. I was getting underpaid the whole time, too. The manager didn't want me to have connection with my family, so that they couldn't figure out how much I was worth, so I couldn't figure out how to try and make more money. This wasn't great. I mean, it's one of the less fun times I've had in esports. But I don't know. For the most part, though, it sounds worse than it is. For the most part, it was just a bunch of kids trying to do an esports thing with no idea what the hell they were doing. So, I don't hold anything against them or anything. Goatfish just subscribed for 18 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, too. Raised Dead's gonna be totally useless. You love to see it.
Magic is not a
Only card that does anything out of those 3. I like this. When it only gives you one option, it makes it a lot easier to make the right choice. Is Amaz management? Amaz was part of the management, but not directly. The main manager was a guy named Backspace. I don't want to like get into it. It's really old, guys. You're bringing up some old stuff. I don't want to dwell on past, you know. And to be honest, I didn't perform in the best light either in the past either. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I'm sure I made quite a bit of an ass out of myself as well. Happens, man. It's like 6 years old. Wouldn't it be nice if occasionally I got like minions that stuck? So we've had one thing get devolving missiled, and the other thing is the ogre. So it's ogre time. It's all ogre. Oh yeah, we had this too. I always forget one minion somehow. But it's still ogre time. Now we got some sick spell generation this game. No more dry out hand, dude. What's my favorite class band in the Baron expansion? Rogue, by far. Rogue just has this sweet mix of tempo and value. I don't know. I love Rogue. This set. I feel like you can win in any matchup with Rogue. I feel like no matter what your starting hand is, you always have a chance. He's pulling out a lot of assassinates. He's gonna need more. Yeah, we high rolled that game. Sometimes your draconic studies just give you good dragons. Carnage 63, thanks for 3 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Am I interested in trying out the new Battlegrounds patch? Kinda. Kinda. I don't know. The thing about doing Battlegrounds, though, is like... I have to definitely do standard to provide YouTube content for the YouTube channel. Because Google really doesn't like it when you switch games on them. And Battlegrounds is different enough to where it probably hurts my algorithm numbers and whatnot. And Ed's been doing such a good job editing the YouTube videos that I want to make a conscious effort to get enough constructed content for him to, you know, be able to play with and make a good video. Just do both. Yeah, just work twice. Just make extra time. Just be funnier and better at your job. I'm trying. Just learn a totally new different game and then commentate it in front of people without making mistakes. No, I should. I should for sure. Now I feel bad about not tempoing that Sethic. Fine. We have Zarella. Just hold strong. This damage don't matter. We got Zarella, we got Hysteria. Just avoid the devolving missiles. Maybe starts feeling like an actual job and like work, you know something's not good? That's not true, I don't think. I mean, it can be true, but I think it's a case-by-case basis for sure. You can love your job and still have it feel like a job. That just means you set time aside for it and commit to it in other ways. Usually for me, if anything feels like a job, if I have to schedule it. Like, I've even done, like, video game excursions where I, you know, meet up with a group of people to do something as a group to play through a video game. And if we set a specific time for it, it starts feeling like work real quick. And sometimes that's not even a bad thing. Sometimes it is, though. But I mean, you don't get the same results if you don't schedule it and prepare for it and plan for it. I don't know. Some good to it as well. Samuel Tucker Young, thanks for 29 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. It's Luke HS, thanks for the 22 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man.
must consider.
If I just play this, he's gonna just missile it. We need to play this for 0 while clearing the board with this, right? We need to set stuff up. And we need to do something, so that leaves this. Why play this for 4 or for 3 when I could play it for 0 later? Chat Dog 176, thanks to the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
What's my graveyard? Sethic and then the dragon? I devolving it. The Playmaker? Sethic and a Playmaker. God, I don't want a Playmaker. I'd like to get this. I don't think he's gonna devolving again. Need Lunaseed. Oh, there's Hunter Fair in the new Barons update. I think Face Hunter's still probably pretty good. Smork. Alright, we get the chick every time here, guys. And then we heal ourselves. And clear his whole board. Nice.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
There's the swing turn we've been looking for. That's why we don't play it earlier. Gotta wait till you get that perfect moment where you can swing it. Otherwise, you keep going back and forth and they're slightly ahead the whole time. You never turn the corner. Are those only 2 dead minions? I think there's also a dragon. There's a big dragon in there as well. There's one more dead minion. Well, let's see what happens. Big gamble plays, huh?
I wonder.
Not the 8-8 immediately. I was hoping it hit a few more 1-1s. But okay. I have to deal with potentially... Well, how many Incanters flows did he play, actually? He can't have the 10 mana cards. He can only have 9 mana cards. So he can't have +4/+4 to everybody. So we're good.
Must know more.
I think he can't have +4/+4 to everybody, so I'm gonna go face for the 6 instead of clearing. He's gonna have like Librams of Hopes and stuff like that. Because he played an Incanter's Flow before the deck of Lunacy. So he discounts all of his cards by 1 and then turns them into random ones that cost 3 more, but maintains their cost. So typically you want to be trying to play around the Druid 10 mana spell and the Hunter 10 mana spell. But those are now 9 mana spells because of the way he played this deck. Michael Angelo Daisy III, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. I think we're actually good. I think his deck's gonna be super weak because of the way he played it like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not super familiar with how Lunacy's pan out. But typically speaking, when this deck was super popular, if you played one of the discount cards, you did not want a Lunacy. This says a Playmaker and a Sethic, and did I get a 1-drop? I don't know if I got a 1-drop or not. Playmaker and Sethic, though, is pretty sick.
I must know more.
He's got random minion. Yeah, I think this was after the Lunacy, so both of these are Lunacy cards. Got the Pexus Blast from the Lunacy. But he has the Solarian Prime in his deck, so he wasn't able to get the minion. Yeah, all he does is make 8/8 since the order he played his deck, so I can fatigue his deck with the 8/8, but I won't put you guys through that. I'll kill him. But I think we can win by fatiguing him too. Dude, Cuban Core would be sick. I miss Carnivorous Cube. That was a cool card. That created some wacky board states.
Time runs out on me.
I intend to deceive.
A 4/4? We're doomed. Well, lots of empathy.
I must know more. I have become one.
Alright, let's see if we lose. We gotta be far enough ahead where this won't kill me. It's close. Let's definitely put him back in it.
I must know more.
Shadow Priest. I'll save the Thrive in Shadows so I can pick out what we need for the situation. Evidently, Shadow or Death. Which is kind of what I thought we were going to end up needing. But still. Maybe we draw a spell, thin out the potential spells for it. Maybe we draw it and we don't even need it. Maybe none of that happens and we need it very badly. It's always good to just kind of wait just to be sure, you know?
I must know more.
Go and shave off your YouTube engagement mustache? How dare you? What's up, Deborah Lasagna? How's it going, man? Yeah, the mustache is gone. Rachel was sick of it. I was kind of sick of it too, to be honest. It got itchy. Well, never playing that.
I must know more.
Screw it. Just chop down all those trees. I gotta get some of these rallies out of my hand. So does he. I've had too many Sethics for too long. Alright, time to get more Sethics. We're just out here making plays. I guess we are. I'm trying really hard to end his life quickly for you guys instead of fatiguing him. But he just kept getting bangers off the top that made it kind of tough. We got there. We got 7 cards left. We didn't quite fatigue him. Thanks, the Budman is here. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, dude.
Anduin versus Malfurion. Cenarius, guide me to victory.
Does Cthulhu actually just suck?
Bring victory.
I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. The good thing about Cthulhu, though, is like all of its individual pieces are standalone pretty good. He's Token Druid. This gives him a lot of stress. So honestly, I don't hate Cthulhu. This build just uses giants instead to try and close. The Cthulhu win condition is oftentimes too slow right now. Like originally, no decks were prepared for Cthulhu to do things, right? So Cthulhu was quite good, because people were like, I'm not ready for someone to remove all my stuff and then play Cthulhu. And then over time, people were like, there's people out there killing all our stuff and playing Cthulhu. We need to be ready for this. And then they came up with a plan for it. So now Cthulhu's less good. It's like not rocket science, right? Just, that's kind of the nature of those kind of cards. Cthulhu's a card that's very strong when nobody's expecting it. Nobody's deck is built to try and do what it does. But it has a very predictable pattern and plays the same way every time. So if your deck is engineered in a way that's prepared for it, it's not going to have a lot of success against you. Do we try and bait him? I could deal 3 to the board. I don't try and bait him, we just killed it. I need to take 3 damage to be able to do 3 to the board. It's kind of awkward. But we'll see. Senior Bubble, just subscribed for 20 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude.
A small mistake.
He's not gonna like this. Oh, more AoE? Or we take healing? I just want to AoE, I think.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
This upgrades next turn to deal 2 damage as well. Good timing, too. I don't want to buff this and jam face with it, even though it's really good. But I don't want to do it because I want it to eventually die so I can bring it back. And then bring it back again. And again. And again. And then I'm going to follow this guy when he's offline. And then I'm just going to bring it back in real life. Just going to print out this card and just start chucking it at him. Mm-hmm.
I must know more.
I think we could settle for just keeping up on tempo with him for now. Peg is slow. He's not doing anything. We don't need to do anything. We could low roll and hit like 6 scorpions. But that's not gonna happen. Oh, whoa, we got the deck doctor redeemed. Far out fam 9. Just did a deck doctor. Let's do it, man. But he didn't put a list there, though. Hit me up with the list, and then we will get to doctor in that instead of playing this. This game's about to end, too, so you did it at good timing. He about to die. Now he did do this to get the healing, to then do this.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
Where do you put the list? Just put the list in chat. Just the little code part. Not the whole thing with all the cards. There we go. Thanks, man. We will doctor this right after this game. Dude, I had... Come on, man. He left, I had 4 more of them. I had 4 more of them to throw at him. Why did you quit? Yeah, sometimes that card can just blow people out. Alright, let's see what we got cooking out from Far Out Fam 9. The code doesn't work. Let me try copying again. We're gonna need a different code. Let me try not doing the number signs. Wait, I got it. Don't worry, it's my bad, There's just a space at the end. Oh, it's priest! We're just playing priest. Stop playing that priest and play this priest. Tutor Alex. This is more tempo oriented than anything. This is tempo. There's an egg in here, man. You making breakfast? The raised dead value is going to be pretty tricky to navigate. Tempo-y things plus buffs, you love to see it. How are we damaging ourselves to get the giants? Maybe we heal them? That's the only thing I see that could go. We need to hit raised deads to self-damage. That's the only thing I could see running astray right off the bat here is not enough damage on self to activate giants. Where's the flame imp? We're also not running the Canadian clergy. That's the temple priest dream. This guy is good in temple priest too, because he's a good body early game, and then late game you get a payoff for him as well. Little things to consider. Mind render's pretty good in tempo priest, because if you could dump your whole hand, then you mind render them. They don't have anything to react to the board. Something to consider. Obviously, really expensive legendaries. But let's do it. Let's try some tempo priest. You don't own the legendaries? Yeah. Priest is a class that the legendaries are really, really good for. They're tricky, but they're really good. Devouring only reduces it by 4 if you have taken 4 damage, is the trick. So you need to have 4 damage dealt to yourself.
Anduin versus Tyrande.
So the giant's gonna be pretty expensive this game, I imagine. We're looking at our curve here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1-drops. We'd like to hit on 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops. Yeah, we've tried full mull for one of these 6-1s that we try and hit. Or worst case, like a 2. This is a really powerful 3, so I'm considering holding it. But even then, I think it's more important just to hit a 1-drop on 1 than be able to land a buff on it, right? If I had coin, I think I'd keep Dragon Maw over here. 6 1-drops, though. Usually you hit one. I count this as a 1-drop. Maybe I'm not supposed to. They changed the dragon pool, right? So this is a pretty common pan out from this card. So I don't know if you can consider it a 1-drop anymore. Last expansion, you could consider Draconic Studies a 1-drop because there was quite a bit of cheap dragons that you could hit. But now with the dragon rework, a lot of the dragons are much higher costed. So treating it as a 1-drop is maybe a mistake. So we might need to kind of workshop that, add more 1-drops, or change that one. It's not a 1-drop anymore. That's a 1-drop, though. Look at those stats. 1-4. Ready to go. Force some removal out of him. But see, when you have control of the board, it's hard to take damage. We gotta get some self-damaging cards in here to really make it go. Or we need to get rid of the giants, one of the two. Smite might be a good card as well, because everybody's playing this. Smite lines up so well versus that guy. Otherwise, this sort of stuff happens. Sethic's really good with Power Word Feast and Oppo. Yeah, Sethic's nuts. You want Sethic, you want Smite. Smite's an insane tempo card. Mankirk, maybe a bit too slow, not a lot of card draw in the deck. Probably cut that. Nameless one. I mean, he's cool. Is he good? If we're playing the 1-drops and the 2-drops anyway, why don't we play Rally, right? When you have 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, Rally seems like the card you want. Self-damage, okay. This looks good. Ah! I mean, we could force will first and then Oppo things, you know, but what is these directional arrows? He wants to pop my egg? Hysteria? Oh no. Double hit that guy. Oh no. I don't want to focus wheel this because I actually value the taunt. Oh, it cancels itself. I'm so dumb. Okay. Pretend I only hit one. I was like, that's gonna be a sick 110, and if we land the buff, it's gonna be great. Sorry, guys, I had a senior moment there. I just wanted a nice sticky board to try and set up for like an Oppo Zarella deal 3. Kind of tempo push thing. This is a spot though where you can see like once we play out of this and they still have cards, a lot of decks in the metagame right now maintain cards after this. So the switching of the hands card is so nasty in these kind of scenarios for Tempo Priest. That's where that card's really going to see its shine. It's not only a combo breaker, but it can also be used to push tempo. God, these hysterias have not been kind to me. I'm in trouble. This is like back-to-back game-winning level hysteria hits. Bum, bum, bum.
What is a loon's will?
Well, it's hard to play tempo decks against Priest, guys. Priest is like the anti-tempo deck. And this one's still in the shop, man. We're still working on it. This is game one. We haven't even taken it to the shop yet. We're outside the shop just putzing around. We'll give it a little time. But yeah, I don't think I can win from this position. We'll play it out. I guess I just hit him for 6 and pass. I don't want to heal myself because I want my Zarella to still be high impact. But yeah, we're kind of at a state where he equalized the board and now it's going to drag out and whoever has the better control tools is going to be able to swing tempo. He's got the broom in there. Heck of a draw. You just get bangers like that off the top, we can keep up. We have 2 ogres. Ogres are sick versus priests, I like those. Ah, there's no keeping up with it. Unless... In order to keep up in the game, we needed Malagos. We don't have enough gas if we don't Malagos. It's not high enough value yet. I'm gonna wait until more things have died. Because for the rest of the game, we're playing big things. I could out-tempo him now, maybe. I'm gonna have big swings with these.
You don't pick the one, silly.
Is Devouring Plague a good card? It's okay. I mean, it has a combo that makes it kind of good. But it's not like the highlight of the deck or anything. The main part of why this deck is good is because the Control Priest shell is ridiculous and Hysteria should have been nerfed like a long time ago. That's why these kind of Priest decks are so successful. It's because Hysteria is giga broken.
My blade seeks vengeance. I hear and obey. Blade forth.
Ah, that's a good minion. That's unfortunate. In a value game. The brooms! Free 8 drops, that's not fair. Garbage.
provides.
We're losing in fatigue. Oops, sorry, my phone's on vibrate for some reason. There we go. Elena197, thanks for 31 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Yeah, the mustache is gone. I have to like put a circus amalgam down and hope he can't cut through it. What a life. The ogre will hold, don't worry. Why aren't I legend yet? I don't really care about getting legend. It's not one of my priorities. Or goals.
A mistake.
Oh. Oh ho ho. Kinda good.
Come closer. You can trust me.
What, you lazy peon?
Nameless one seems like it could be pretty good right now. There's a lot of targets for it. Especially the ogres from the opponents. Maybe Nameless one's just fire right now.
Existence is pain. So is teaching you.
Yeah, we've been out of gas for a while. But if we want to win, we got to be taking these value trades. I think that's the play. And then he goes here, here. Otherwise, he gets to heal there. This is some arena gameplay, basically. Yeah, you're not wrong, General Trapper. You're not wrong. Doing that min-max for their value. Trump trades. Yeah, he's over there just generating cards. Alright, it's safe to say that we are dead.
You have better.
We need to either go one of two directions with the deck, right? We need to either make the... well, three directions. We could go three different directions here. Direction A, we strengthen our tempo start, allowing us to go one drop into buff more consistently and see if that's good enough to close games against, you know, other priest decks with their just general buff route plan. We could go option B, which would be to lean more into a different payoff card that is resulted of our tempo from that, which would be leaning into rally. And then option 3 is we could lean into like combo sort of stuff and make more of like a miracle priest sort of thing, which leans into the Sethic. Is this another way to capitalize on early tempo? We could also lean into Devout Pupil. With Oppo and Power Word Feast, right? These are cards that targets your minions, so Devout Pupil becomes quite good. I think Devout Pupil might be what we're looking for instead of Flesh Giant, actually. It's just something that you can get down really early. I like Psych Split in these kind of decks too, kind of. But first things first, we need to have enough 1-drops. You want like 6. 6 things that we can kind of just play on one. You know, Crimson Clergy's fine. This guy's fine. You don't really want to be playing Broom on one. Argent Squire's particularly good, right? Because we have buffs, so you can capitalize on the Divine Shield. A lot of our buffs provide a lot of health, so the Divine Shield isn't necessarily needed. Especially because Powered Feast heals you back up, and this one just gives you 3 health on the deal. Discount Elemental Man. You get real aggressive, play 1 mana 3 too. I think Draconic means a huge loss in potential value. You probably still want Draconic. I want to get rid of the Giants. I feel like it's too hard to have ourselves damaged to activate the Giants. So I'm going to focus on trying to make this early game a little bit more consistent. Oh yeah, I tried this before with the Giants and the Soulbound Ash Tongue. It was kind of funny. Kind of funny. Because you give it like you give it Oppo, and then whenever you attack with it, like if you trade into something, your hero takes damage and then you heal it back immediately. So it activates Giant procs even when you're at full health. So it is actually pretty cool. Alright, if we're gonna keep alright, let's put this in and keep the Giants. It's a little memey. I don't think it ended up working at the end of the day. But maybe try again, see if it ends up working. Alex costs a lot of mana. Raise Dead is a lot worse when you're playing 1-drops and stuff like that because you're going to get back low impact stuff, but it is one of the ways to damage yourself. We want to play Gahoon so that we can damage ourselves, right? They cost health instead of mana. That's just crazy tempo. When you get to spend all your mana on an 8/8 and then spend your health on more things. So Gahoon is something we really want. And then we cut Alex so that our Talon can tutor out our Gahoon. You want Ogres, that's fine. This works with the self-damage plan. Fine. Don't know why that's there. Okay. So now we have 6 1-drops, so that's clean for getting the buffs. We got 4 2-drops. Kind of like 6 2-drops, that's pretty clean. Mankirk's maybe a little out of place. But we have some 3-drops, that's good. I'm just trying to look sure that the curves balance. At tempo decks, it's pretty important to have a nice clean curve. So that you can kind of be tempoing. Claw Machine could work in this deck. Claw Machine hits Talaran, which is pretty strong because it's a Divine Shield getting buffed. Or it hits Egg, which is kind of cool because then you've activated your Egg. Any other death rattles? Anytime you play Claw Machine, it's not too bad of a card, honestly. And then I want to put Rally, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I want to put Rally. If you're playing a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, you probably should just run Rally. I think Zarella's worse than Blade Master. I think Nameless One's worse than both. So Nameless One out for sure for a Rally. Question is, do we drop another one for a second Rally? Zarella is really good. Claw Machine draws my 1-drops. Draws Death Rattle minions. Oh, it doesn't draw Death Rattle minions, it draws a minion. Yeah, it's kind of okay. All of our minions are really good with a +3/+3, right? Name one bad minion with a +3/+3. This one? We just cut it. This one's kind of bad. I don't know, maybe Claw Machine's too meme. I'm just thinking out loud and putting things in, you know? Just kind of going through it. I do like Mind Render in these kind of decks, if you're able to get ahead. Xankus Raised Dead. Because Xankus Raised Dead's a little hard to pull off when you have 1-drops in play. That's a more tempo-oriented card. I want to put Sethix and Smites in it, but I think that'll be the next iteration. I don't want to change too many cards. But I think Sethix and Smites is pretty good with all these buff cards. Because I want to have Sethix in here. Oops, I'm not going to... Alright, Sethix comes in, Draconic out, Smites go in, second Sethix over one of the eggs. It's a lot lower curve. It should be a lot faster. Should be more consistently hitting all of our early game stuff. I couldn't make. Alright, here we go. The Prime's a good 1-drop in this deck, yeah. I'm doing Ash Tongues instead.
Anduin versus Medivh.
Let the games begin.
The light shall bring victory.
I could see coin 2 into 2 with this hand, so I'll keep it 2. Yeah, I don't really like Devouring Plague typically in these kind of decks. Because a lot of times it's too hard to get myself damaged. And then it's just 3 mana, deal 4. But yeah, when you are damaged and the heal effect happens and you have a synergy card with it, it's really good. It's just, the more times you say and when you're explaining something, the less good it is. That's the trick. If you have to keep saying and when you're explaining something, it's probably not really good. You are the cards where you're just like, you play it and it's good. That's how you know it's a good card. No ands, no buts, no questions. It's just good. You know what I mean? That's how you know a deck is good. Or a card is good. Really have nothing going on this turn, huh? I could have like smited something, but it's likely to pump his secret and be not very great for me. Yeah, I like Psych Split in these kind of lists. Probably over Ogremancer. Ogremancer's is kind of good too, though. We have like 3 pretty solid 5-drops, I'd say. But yeah, Psych Split can be really good to snowball. Yes, I shouldn't do anything fancy. Which one do I want back from Raised? With 4 buff cards too, maybe there's just not enough buff cards for this kind of style. Look at that flesh giant discounted. Look at that, we got it down to 7.
More like a wisp than a warden.
Flesh giant worth it? Probably not. I've done this build many times, messing around with Priest. It's so hard to get the flesh giant to work in Priest with the tempo style. I like it in the control deck though.
Fame means little to me now.
Smell like a sporling.
Damn it. Wasn't Mirror Entity. I got guys.
More like a wisp than a warden. Howling crickets.
We're tempoing it, man. We're kind of doing it. Stop that rigged fair game from going off this way. It's kind of nice. Otherwise, we play the giant rigged fair game pops. We're kind of sad.
Smell like a sporling. You know, take candle.
My blade seeks vengeance. I hear and obey. Blaze on!
Needs to keep a lot of health on board so he can't mask me in the face. This is where you want to swap hands with your opponent. Mind render. Mankirk should be in this deck? No. I don't think you put him in decks with 0 draw.
Please!
I hear and obey.
I don't think so. Disagree with the analysis, chat. You can't put it in every deck. It is good though. But not every deck good. Mm-mm.
The only language they speak is war, and I'm fluent.
Gonna be counterspelled anyway. Feels bad. I can't outvalue him. He's got 3 minions, and when I play a spell, he either gets a minion or my spell does nothing. So I can't like trade and play this. It's losing every time. I need something to counterspell. I need to use this to break the counterspell and then play something even bigger, but I have no idea where to go with this deck though.
My powers are never truly gone.
Ooh, Panda Bear, thanks for 9 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. I think the tempo start might just be too bad. We can't afford to build around it. The 1-drop into +2/+2 just isn't exciting enough. It doesn't do enough. You need to generate cards and do things with this class like that. Which is probably not what he wants to be doing. Let me go to the washroom really quick and then let me think about this. How do we make the early game zoo thingy work in pre? No card. I'm pretty sure we're trying to do too much and the Giants are giga bait. I think Cahoon's kind of barking up the right tree. Giants, a little sus though. I don't even know about Raised In. Eggs are cool, I'll keep them in there. If you're playing 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, you want to be able to just jam Rally on 4, but the problem is the minions were reviving. So we have this requires buff, this requires buff. Every single one of our minions requires buff to be good, right? And then we only have 6 buffs total. So that's the trouble we're running into. We need more minions that can just hold their weight on their own, that don't require the buff. What if we put in like Peon and stuff like that? Things that can just stand alone, you know, do stuff. Maybe Loot Hoarder is just better than Peon. We need more standalone, just good crap. And less combo-oriented stuff. Because our whole deck is reliant on buff cards. And there's just not enough buff cards to go around. Also, we should probably play this with all the buff cards. Also, draw. Your healing effects also give affected minions +2 health. Insight. This sucks when it hits a 1-cost unit, but it's crazy if it hits like Gahoon or something. But yeah, there should be some draw or some generation that we're reviving off of the rally, so that we can keep up, because we're just running out of cards. It's either Loot Hoarder or Peon. Instead of, I'd say Egg. Egg's too slow. Raiders, I hate Raider decks. I don't like the playstyle of Raider decks, to be honest with you. They're so all in. I don't know what I'm doing for these 1-drops yet either. It's a confusing puzzle. I want that one, I think. I don't think we need to hit a 1-drop every time to be happy. Maybe we just play 5. You're holding a dragon. That guy sucks with rally, but he's super good. I want the Mind Render to fit in the deck, I think. I think Mind Render is a very powerful effect. It can just win games by itself. So our pool for Firebat Allura is card draw good, buff good, rally insane. So we have all hits on Firebat Allura. So Firebat Allura is set up to be nasty in this deck right now. Probably do end up still having to play Raised Dead. Raised Dead with 1-drops feels so bad though, because hitting 1-drops is not great in the later stages of the game. So if we're not always hitting a 1-drop on curve, means we may need to recover the board at, you know, certain points of the game. Depending on the matchup, I guess. Which we have Blade Master for at the moment. You probably still just put... Maybe do like... Nah, because he could hit Renew off of the Firebat Allura, and that kind of makes me sad. It's not a bad... It's not horrible. That's just a really good card. Power Infusion. More buff cards? It's true. You know what? Maybe that was the problem the whole time. We weren't high all in enough on it. Oh, we probably still want Blade Master though. Let's just go more all in on the buff plan. Eventually it's gotta work, right? Alright, back to all-in buffs. This is pretty much as all-in as you can get on the buffs. Injured Blade Master. Dang, injured cards for the rally. Over the Dragon Maw Overseer? That'd be a thick rally. Dragon Maw Overseer is pretty good as a rally too, though. It's a pretty good rally target. But it does make our rallies have a lot more oomph. 3 mana 4/4, 3 mana 4/3, but then comes back as a 4/7. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool thought, though. It's a cool thought. I like where your head's at. King Mukla. King Mukla is too much, obviously. Wait, which one of these is the right one? Why are they called the same thing? Is the first one or the second one? That's the first one. We missed some subs. Omniscience subscribed for 7 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. And Muradin, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. And Gloomdor1701, thanks for the 15 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. And he says he finished his last final for his master's degree. Congratulations, man. We are all done. It's good. And Yak Dog, thanks for 6 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Rachel's almost done with her master's degree. She's the smart one in this household. Toby Hunter, thanks for 3 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. The Bud Man is here. Just gifted out 5 subs. I appreciate the generosity. We definitely want to play the one that has more stats first. All about that tempo. Thanks for your generosity, man. Welcome, Mr. Titan. Welcome, Jusronatane. Welcome, Zarella Isbay. Welcome, Professor Noodles. And welcome, Light _. Glad to have you guys here. That's another problem with buff strategies in today's meta. Sometimes that just happens to you. Now I'm sitting here with buff cards in my hand. I can't do anything. Sometimes they just kill your 1/4 because Paladin is playing these same minions. Maybe we need to play Death Rattles if we're going to have it stick consistently. Because Paladins play the 1/4 Wind Fury, right? So people are prepared for it. People expect it. They want to kill 1/4 Wind Furies. So maybe we need to take a different approach than what the Pelamans are already doing. Or maybe it's fine, I don't know. That's why you had the egg? Yeah, maybe I gotta keep the egg instead of the crab rider. You just wasted that for no reason. Paladin also has egg. Wow. Okay. But people aren't preparing for the egg just yet. Lordendu just gifted a sub to Blizzard. It's your generosity, man. Appreciate the support. You have to spend 6 mana. But I also want to save this so I can use it next turn to proc this. And we also want to get this down and dead so that we can have a 3-drop. So now our rally, hopefully, that we high roll. Oh, devolving shreds rally too. Maybe we just want to step away from rally altogether with devolving, dude. Rally just might not be it. Turn 10 psych split my Firebat Allura. That kind of makes me happy. Check out this hero power value too. 1 minute hero power. So sick.
What makes something real?
I hear and obey.
Kinda awkward.
Dead on!
I hear and obey.
Light sings, and the impure fall.
But we did land a psych split. So our board is kind of massive. And we can Firebat power infusion.
Oh, it says explode!
The only language they speak is war, and I'm fluent.
Become the hero. This road, brightness goes.
I hear and obey.
Evolving Missiles beats our whole deck. Like, full stop. Because it's buff priest. And Devolving's insane versus buff cards.
Light sings,
Above and beyond.
and the impure fall.
Where's that mine render?
To get second place.
Mine render off the top. We got mine render, we got Gahoon. If our minions stick, we got that psych split. Oof. At least it killed this guy. We're dead. It was a little better. We actually fought for the board pretty well that time.
My powers are
We didn't hit. We honestly drew like garbage. We didn't hit this when we needed it. We didn't hit any of these. We didn't hit this. We didn't hit this. We had more gas in the tank. We didn't start with this to then get it later. I think you guys might be onto something. The guy that's in chat spamming about Dragon Maw. Dragon Maw might not be the play. I don't know if Injured Blade Master's the play. I think the play is moving away from Rally. I think Rally might just be bad. Due to the fact that there's so many mages in the metagame that can run the missiles. So maybe we don't want to be playing towards a Rally. So if I cut Rally, and then I cut Dragon Maw, and then well, then running stickier Death Rattle minions doesn't really help any. I feel like you just lose to missiles with this kind of game plan. At least a little less, anyway. Yeah, get the Kazakus in there. I mean, Kazakus is always pretty good. If we're not playing rarely, we kind of want to play Kazakus. We lose Blade Master though, and Blade Master is sick in this deck. That makes me kind of sad at the same time. Dark Inquisitor. I need new 3-drop now. Any ground, fool. Shadowed Spirit and rush him down. There are not a lot of good options. Every time I see a card that's like, this could work, I think Devolving Missiles ruins that idea. Medkirk is better now because we have High Allura, dude. Medkirk might actually be the play with High Allura. It adds another kind of win for High Allura. So it's not horrible. How does Mankirk with Gahoon work? Is that bugged? I don't think anyone's played Mankirk and Gahoon. It seems like bugs waiting to happen. I'm claw machining people. Let's go. Get more card draw in this. Man, I feel like I'm making this deck really expensive. We'll try the deck Dr. Tempo Priest. Imprisoned Vile Fiend. That's pretty cool. Yo, what if we just build Dormant Priest? What if that's the move? You can't missile my guys if they're all dormant. It's genius, actually. This is gonna be really bad when I top deck all this crap later in the game. Oh, this is a terrible idea. This is the. It's funny, but it's not a good idea. It's not. We're gonna top deck this stuff and be very sad. Let me put the things back in there. Quit playing. We gotta get a W here. We need focus, guys. We gotta focus. And just keep putting up troll suggestions. Because they are tempting. No, I think this is getting cleaner. It's getting cleaner. God, there's just... I'm gonna just put a scorpion. We'll filler scorpion for now while I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking. We'll let that deck marinate for a moment with a scorpion. The poison from the scorpion will strengthen our ideas. Just Devolve. Devolve hates this deck. Well, Devolve loves this deck. Devolve hates me. Devolve wants to ruin all my hopes and dreams. I'm trying to do a good job deck doctoring for you, but they keep devolving everything I play. Raise Dead has to be good in this? You'd think that. And then they devolve all your crap, and then you Raise Dead won once. You would think that. You would think Raise Dead would be good. I don't know if it is, though. I don't know. I'm gonna have Devolving Missiles PTSD soon.
Mind if I roll need?
We got Gahoon this game. I'm excited. I've never played Gahoon. Ever. I've played so much Hearthstone. I've literally never played this card. Look at it. Look at that big worm thing. Why would I cut Frazzled Freshman? I'd cut the 1-3 before I'd cut a 1-4. That doesn't make any sense, man. What's he trying to set up? He's trying to make me heal this, and he's gonna do the 5 damage thing. Let's give it 6 health. Real annoying. And he just does it on this guy? Yeah, who cares though? Look at that. Put the dormant minion in the middle for those AoE effects. One 3 is better, does more damage. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm open to all suggestions and trying things, but I don't think that's the most pressing concern with the issues with the deck. It's like we're worried about a face blemish on somebody that has no arms here in the doctor's office. You know what I mean? It's just... Why? More arms? That's exactly the card I'm looking for to make this deck work. If we had more arms, this deck would be amazing. That's why I went with that. More arms was the card that used to give... It used to be a busted priest card for Tempo Priest. It'd give you minion +2/+2 for 2 mana. And then it would also add another copy of it to your hand. So later on you can give a minion +2/+2. It's like Power Word Feast, but twice as good. And it's exactly what we need. It's a 6/6 Kazakis. Fire the Kazuka. I like that we're finally doing powerful stuff. That makes me happy. As I say that, this is going to hit Frazzled Freshman, and the guy in chat has been telling me to cut Frazzled Freshman is going to go, "See, I told you so!" So watch this. Ah, we set it up. Didn't happen, though.
I'm looking for good mercenaries.
Yeah, keep the cards a-flowing.
No, I guess.
I'll make this trade favorable, yeah. At least not horrible. That's what we're going for. We're going for not horrible. Don't need to be favorable, just not horrible. You disagreed with my man, Kirk? Wow, the deck was different at that stage. The deck was still an infant. At that stage, it had no card draw. It didn't have legs to run, let alone need the running shoes that are men, Kirk. But now we have card draw. Now we're moving. Now it's something we need. The deck grows, man. It's not the same the whole time. To think of the deck as just a stagnant thing that always remains the same is just a mistake. Miss out on all the beauty of the deck. Yeah, we're playing Mankirk now. It's pretty good. It's a good card. You'd probably put it in just about anything. The Bud Man is here. Thanks for 100 bits. I appreciate it, man. Feels good. Oh, and Z Kill ZZZ just subscribed for 56 months. I appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you back, man. Spooky minion. What if it's just Gahoon it? Just hit it with the old Gahoon. There's some high variance on this Gahoon. Nope. That was good.
This is not what we stood for.
Dude, we're just trucking. We keep going. We don't lay off the value. We put the pedal to the metal. And then he draws 0 mana, draw 2. And he's pushed the pedal past the metal. He's hit the nitro boost. Not fair, my car doesn't have nitro. Wait, this lasts longer than 1 turn? Oh, shit. This just always costs this. That's good. I was scared for a minute there. And then you did good. I can use his OTK spells. OTK spells. I mean the 2 fireballs he's gonna have at the end of the game.
Time runs out on me.
I actually think we might have just enough junk in our deck that we just outlast. We just keep going. This isn't even our final form. Oh, we can use... If he gets a ring toss here, we can actually draw 3 cards. But then he would get soul mirror. Or not ring toss. A rigged fair game, we could make him draw 3 cards. Which would be like us drawing 3 cards. Kind of fun. Also a little spooky. Because he would then get a soul mirror. Bum, bum, bum. Next turn I get to do Hayabesalura Psychic Split. And then it's gonna pull Psychic Split from my deck? The splittening. We're gonna split open the world. Rip a hole in the time-space continuum. The splits.
A charming composition.
That's a 9/9. I kind of need to split this 3/5 to clear with it. Oh, actually, I want to go face anyway. We'll give him spell power. What's the worst that could happen?
Become the hero. This world needs
Wait, can we checkmate him? No, because we have Soul Mirror in our hand. If I cut Soul Mirror, I could checkmate him here. Because, like, look, I would do this, and then I would just play Mind Render, and then he's dead. Because my hand can't beat this. Yo. I think he's got a 0-mana spell in his hand? Wait, actually, Soul Mirror doesn't do anything here. He needs Soul Mirror and more. Right, he's dead after I switch. Because he has this? Well, he gets to play this. Why is this so big? I shouldn't have put so many good cards in my deck. Yeah, he'd be able to, like, Soul Mirror and maybe top deck a spell.
a little help, please.
No. We just leave it. We just leave it. This is good enough of a spot. But this was a... That's a wicked combo. He's not got 20.
My colors burn.
That's an oddly good answer here. Well, you know he's got fireballs in his hand now. We don't need to kill him. We just need to get kind of close. We just need to get kind of close. And then we'll Mind Render a fireball or two. This is a 0-mana Mind Render. Mind you.
Time runs out on me.
No, put the fireballs back. We need those. What are you doing? How am I going to kill him if there's no fireballs left? I think I'm just doing that basically and playing a 9/9.
The path is
Above and beyond.
Share your thoughts with the class now.
I stole his rigged fair game this way. That's okay. I think I can beat his hand.
pain and suffering await you.
This is gonna be a bummer.
Time runs out on me.
I'm out of cards, actually. Maybe this wasn't good, guys. Now he's gonna do 10 to everything.
A clear garden for a clear mind.
The hero power guy just gets me, right? I don't know, has he hero powered 10 times? That's gonna be the real decider. If he's hero powered 10 times, I think I'm screwed. This was awful. But where we're at now. I still think I actually had no outs. Because this is what I would have drawn. It's like, what is this going to do? But he did have no answer to a 9-9, and we gave him an answer. I was trying to get too creative. It happens sometimes, dude. It's unfortunate. Which one's the one that heals? Yes, one that heals. I think I just go phase. Can't spend time clearing all these little minions. Double insight Maedric. Loot hoarder, less 4 cards. Yeah, I can't win if he just clears things. I can't win if he heals for 1, so. Well, I legitimately think it would have been pretty tough for us to win anyway. There's stuff missing still, but it's a lot better. It's getting cleaner. It's a lot better than what it was. I want to cut the soul mirror. I don't know. Soul mirror's so good too, though. But I think we're maybe tempo-y enough that we don't want it. But it's still like good in a tempo deck too.
I'm out of cards.
Now he kills me with the Morgash Fire Eye. And there's nothing we can do. BG. 1 damage off lethal. Tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, doesn't even matter. It's Batman.
You have best.
But we made good progress, so I'm happy with the progress we're making. Did you guys come up with an idea for what to put in this Scorpid slot? I'm still not sure. I don't really want Alex because I want Talon to hit Cahoon. Gahoon seems like the big thing we want. I like Gahoon. Might just play a death. We could power word feast death things and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. The death's kind of flexible. Faceless.
Anduin.
Faceless seems like a stretch. It's like Psych Split, but a lot worse.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright, show me the +2/+2. Let's go, frazzled Frenchman. Or freshman. Your time to shine, not frazzled Frenchman. Hopefully I didn't offend any French viewers.
Little help, please!
Allura kills herself. If I buff Allura and I haven't drawn Shadow of Death, it has a chance to kill itself, yeah. But if I play like Psych Split on it, which is like usually what I try and do, it's fine. But yeah, it's something to look out for. Something to look out for sure. Keep an eye on. Time to activate the thick health pool. Finally, we're not versus a mage that's just devolving all of our crap, by the way. It's so much harder against mages that just devolve all your stuff. Uh-oh, the Murloc. This could hit Claw Machine. Yo, if this hits Claw Machine. If it hits not Claw Machine, we're really sad. We should just play this.
Looking for a few good mercenaries.
We have so much value in our hand. I'm just looking to try and make sure things stay cleared. Who plays Reckoning? I got wrecked by Reckoning. No, Reckoning's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's one of the better secrets, but it's not bad. Nice middle of the road secret. It's like that 3-mana mage secret that makes a minion. Like, it's not bad. But it's not like why you play secrets. Why? Why can I never get lucky, dude?
You will obey.
Worst possible secret for me. Worst possible outcome from my golems procs.
We'll fight back these brutes.
That's not that spooky though. 6/6 is bigger than that, and it heals my guy.
The path is clear for the worthy.
If he gets another buff, it's a little annoying. I was tempted just to like Psych Split to play it safe.
May the light grant you peace.
They don't run Librams anymore though, so the buff's a little bit harder to come by. But yeah. 5/6 versus 6/6 against Paladins, a little spooky. Oh my god, the trade happens? Big. That's big, guys. That was a risk that paid off. No, I think it's... Oh, we can't psych split because of... Oh my Yogg, right? Yeah. We're just playing all the minions. We get empty board Ogre Mancer. That's usually pretty GG. Doesn't Laura die if she casts death on herself? Only if she has more than 3 attack. Can it pull death? I don't even know. Targets this if possible. So when she has 3 attack, death cannot target her. She is death immune. I'm gonna kill that. Cool. That is not good for me. I'm gonna clear my own board. What's he doing over there? He's deck doctoring too. I like it. I like where we're at with this build. I'm interested to see how Allura works with death. If there's no death targets, can it just not pull death, or will it pull death and have it fizzle? Because that's the one card slot I'm still trying to figure out. The death. I'm not in love with it. Not in love with it. Put in Rally. Where have you been for the last hour? We played Rally upside down and sideways. We'll go back to Scorp, bro. Oops. Renewer Smite? Renewer and Smite are both good cards in their own right. They don't have as much synergy in this deck as they do with normal Priest because there's no Sethic, and they have a little bit of anti-synergy because I'm building around the 5-mana 3/6 a little bit. So they make my pulls off of Firebat Allura a lot worse, right? Hey, the deck trigger's wrong. Oh, I edited the wrong deck. I edited the wrong deck.
The light shall bring victory.
Oops. That's a start, man. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Rally right now due to the amount of mages with the amount of devolving missiles specifically is too gosh darn high for Rally. I played like 7 games with Rally in my deck and versus mages every time and got devolving missiled every time. And then you just lose when that happens. So I think if you're gonna play a deck right now, you have to be conscious of devolving missiles. Try and make sure your deck's at least a little prepared for it. We hit it. Just hit. That's the curve. Where's the guy that was talking crap about frazzled freshman? Where's the anti-frazzled freshman guy? Where's he at?
A little help, please!
Frazzled freshman's about to hold down 2 games. Not just 1, 2 games.
Please!
Look at it go. It's frazzling him.
More like a wisp than a warden.
A little help, please! A little help, please! By all means.
Bum, bum.
Summon, not you.
I'm 1 off being able to kill that right now. That's gonna be annoying.
Become the hero this world needs. A little help, please! Help, please!
Just don't play any spells. Easy.
Hey, give me that! A little help, please!
It's really awkward with Avenge stuff happening.
I must consider.
Oh wait, it's not Avenge, it's Get. We already know it's on my Young. Okay. Why am I thinking about stuff then? So we're good just to do things then.
Give me that!
Not too quickly.
Please!
That's a 6'10 ogre.
Help, please!
A gnarly ogre.
May the light grant you peace. Please help me find
I only want to play 2 cards.
More like
We don't need him getting a 3-4 right now.
summon, not you.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm fine, right? We're not gonna die. Ooh, ooh, claw machine. Wow. Claw machine go burr. Yo. I might put claw machine in my regular priest deck. And my paladin deck. I think claw machine's my favorite card. I think claw machine might be the best card of the set. Claw machine's been insane. Just a 6/3 killing 6/6s, bringing things out of my deck, buffing them up to kill other things. Calm down, claw machine. It's crazy. Oh hey, what's up? I'm streaming. Got camera. You can hang out if you want. I was just making you aware of the situation.
This is not what we stood for.
What? Okay, have fun.
Mind if I roll knee?
Did a donut or a bagel? There was a donut. Rachel went shopping when she was starving. So she came back with 2 boxes of donuts, a cake, and an apple pie. So I'm not getting any skinnier this summer. Tell you that much right now. He's got Oh My Yog up.
I must consider.
I think we just keep it simple.
Smell like a sporling.
You ever mind render here? My hand can't beat this. If he plays Gahoon, he can't play the cards off of it. No, he gets a 3/4. He gets a 3/4. Why you don't do it? He gets a 3/4, guys. He gets a 3/4. Although, if he did get a 3/4, I think you do it. Also, we could top deck Soul Mirror. Paladin can't top deck Soul Mirror.
Fight back these brutes.
Oh, I should have done it. Look at his chaining card draw. It's galloping, wasn't it lethal? Yeah, but there's no way I can check before I commit the Psych Split, because the Psych Split would be my 3rd card. So galloping and Oh My Yog would proc at the same time. So there's no way we could have checked. We had to respect both of them. Which is why galloping and Oh My Yog are so good. We won one. We won 2! We've won 2 already. Alright. Well, guys, Rachel's home, so I think I'm gonna go hang out with her and do stuff. We gotta do... Normally at 5 p.m. we do our walk to the ducks. And we walk to the ducks and we give them duck food. So, we feed the local ducks in our community. So it's time to go do that. Otherwise, the ducks will get cranky. They're not gonna get any of their food. They're gonna be upset. So, you wouldn't want the ducks to be upset, would you? So we're going to have to call it here. But thanks Far Out Fam 9 for watching the stream so much that you acquired enough points to get that deck doctor in there. I had a lot of fun with it. And I think we made something pretty cool. I apologize if there's too many legendaries in there for you. I chose to take it in a direction that built around Firebat Allura because she works really well with the buff cards that you were already included in your build. I added Reliquary of Souls just because I think it's quite good, but it's not necessary. So if you budget it down, put in, you know, Crimson Clergy, any 1/3 kind of does that job pretty well. You already had this in there, so don't need to worry about cutting that elemental. If you don't have Gahoon, I think Gahoon's a really great way to pay off the early game tempo. But what would I put instead of Gahoon? You had Flesh Giants in there as sort of your end game crank. Any sort of big thing can generally do something that you slam on top. If you have Soul Mirror, doing this might not be terrible. There's Alex, which you already had in there, which could also work in that slot as a good finisher. Claw Machine's a common, and I really loved Claw Machine. I think that might be a cool inclusion. That's only a rare, so that's not too bad. If you don't have Kazakis... What was I doing? We were trying Power Infusion. I didn't love Power Infusion. I didn't love Rally. Power Infusion and Rally both feel like they get blown out way too hard by devolving missiles, so I'd kind of stay away from those. Yeah, it's kind of tough to replace Kazakis. Kind of tough. You had Blade Master in there. I like Blade Master with this deck. I'd run Blade Master Samuro if I'm not running Kazakis for sure. And then maybe this Venomous Scorpion could become another 4-drop. And then Mind Render, you probably don't need it. It's just kind of a tech card, kind of splashed in. You could put in another Scorpion instead. It's a common, so that'll be fine. If you don't have Kazakis, spend the dust. Yeah, Kazakis is real good, though. If you don't have Kazakis, it might be worth you spending the dust. But thanks for the submission. I had a lot of fun deck doctor in your deck. And hopefully see you around more in chat. Anyway, that's going to be the end of my stream for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys back tomorrow. Take care, guys.